Hello and welcome back to KDP A to Z. Today I just want to talk to you particularly about copyright and what to do with your copyright page. So here I am on the KDP account page, and first of all what I want you to do is I want you to go into the left hand side and click on create a book. So just in this topical keyword section I want you to write in here copyright. If we go down to section 3 here, there's just some quite good information here about how seriously Amazon does take copyright infringement violations. So very important. Please don't copy anybody else's work. It will get you banned from Amazon, and they're quite rigid on it. So make sure all your work is very original, because if there's a copyright claim against you, you will get your account banned. Okay, so this is just something for you to read on here, the content guidelines about what copyright is and so on. Okay, but going back, I want you to actually go on to section 7, which is format your paperback. And on this page, I want you to go on to create your front body and back matter elements. Now this section shows you all the bits and pieces that you can add to your book. You certainly don't have to, but that you can add to your book, and where they go. So this is quite a useful piece of information here about where to put these different sections into your book. But specifically looking at the copyright page, it's telling you here that it should always fall on the first left-facing page after the title page. Okay, so that's where you want to put your copyright page. So I'm just going to give you some examples of what you can put on your copyright page and how to write it. So always what you want to include is these words: copyright, the C symbol, the year that you first published, your author's name, and all rights reserved. That's the bare minimum that you want to be putting onto your copyright page. So this would be an example here. Okay, there's another example that I've written for you. Feel free to copy this to use it in your own work. It's absolutely fine. I'm just going to leave that up there for a minute so you can write that down, or obviously pause your video so you can write this bit down. And if you want a bit more information on your copyright page, such as your ISBN number, which you can add on there, where it's been printed and so on, and also if you want to add about permissions, so where they can contact you to get your permission to use your work if they want to, that's a good place to put it. Okay, so basically it doesn't matter how you write it, but the main elements that you must include is copyright C, the year that you've published it, the author's name, and all rights reserved. So make sure that those bits are definitely on your copyright page. Depending on your book as well, you might want to add some disclaimers. So here I have added some disclaimers that you might want to use for your book, particularly if you've got like a diet book or something like that, that might be useful. So this book does not replace the advice of a medical professional. Consulting your physician before making any changes to your diet or regular health plan. It's just some disclaimers just to stop you getting into big trouble with anybody. So say someone followed a very rigorous diet that you've written about and it caused them harm, then this just helps to protect you. Now, your work is always copyrighted regardless of whether you add this copyright page or not. Your work is always copyrighted from the moment that you've written an original idea onto paper or onto any other transmittable form. So your work is already copyrighted, but this page just gives you that extra protection, just to say that, just to remind people really not to steal your work. If you want to find out a bit more about copyright in your country, here are some websites that you might want to go to. So in the UK, this is about the copyright. It will tell you exactly how long the copyright will last and so on. and this is the one for the US. So I'll include those links to those websites in the description, just in case you want to have a read up about those. But your copyright is international, so it's covered by something called the Berne Convention, and that means that you are covered regardless of where you are in the world. The copyright will last slightly longer in different countries. So in the US and the UK, it is 70 years after you die. So if it says on here, written work is 70 years after the author's death. Okay, so that's a useful one to know, and that's the same in America and in, I think, all the EEA countries. So that's just something to be aware of. Your copyright will definitely last all your life and for 70 years after you've died. So that was just a very quick overview about copyright and how to write your copyright page for your book. It's not completely comprehensive. I am not a copyright legal advisor. If you want to know more information, I would go to your government websites in your own country and just look those up. So I'm going to include the ones for the UK and the US, but if you are in a different country, do go to your government websites to have a little look about how to do that. But but just remember, you are covered internationally. So if you are in the UK, no one from another country can steal your work because it is all covered completely internationally. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching. Please feel free to ask me any questions in the comments section. I'm happy to answer them anytime. And please feel free to subscribe and like my channel. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.